Hello, everybody. Welcome to Hallway Hell with your host DJ Embler, as you'd all know. On today's show, we're going to have a variety of different guests, all leading up to our main guest, Blackjack Reed, and him coming to interview about his new album, Murder on the Mountain. But before then, we have a variety of different guests, including Doug Up, who is going to be our first guest, and I will be talking to him about how he has recently passed. Stay tuned for that. So, Doug, how did you die? Oh, a house fire? That's lovely. I have to say, Doug, I had thought about this when you first came in, but I am honestly really jealous of your waist and stuff. I don't know how you do that. You seem really in shape about that. So, what's being dead like? That's really nice. You know, no offense to you, but honestly, I don't know. I don't feel like you're very engaging in most of the different work that I've seen you do. For the most part, it seems like you're dead silent in a lot of it. Get it? Cause you're dead? Yeah, I know. Uh, anyway, I was just actually wondering, just on a more personal level, how are your kids? Oh, same house fire? Oh. Well, how's the business? Bankrupt? Okay. How's the wife? Uh, Sounds like things are going great for you, honestly. I'm really jealous. Um, well, it's been great having you here today, Boney. And that's not your name. It was wonderful having you here, Doug Up. We're going to move on to our next guest, but it really has been great having you over here. Next up on the show, we have the world's first ever vegan vampire. Stay tuned for that. So, for you, how does being both vegan and a vampire all actually, clash within your day-to-day life?
Oh, that's a pretty good question. See, some people say I have a crazy lifestyle, and that doesn't really make sense because vampire, vegan, how does that all fit together? Well, I can manage it pretty well if I have a day to myself to regroup, and usually I I go to a pasture and I punch a cow in the face.
Okay. So, one of my uh, questions that I was actually wondering as well is when I was actually figuring out stuff about you or my team we learned that you were actually from Australia. You know, throw a couple shrimps on the bobby and such. But
That's extremely offensive.
anyways, I was wondering why you don't actually have an Australian accent or anything from there. Cause did you just not pick up on the culture, or do you know what it was there?
Um, well, I used to have an Australian accent, but some things went down in my life, and I had to change my way of speaking, so to say. Do you want to hear the story?
Yeah, could you actually, please continue on that,
Yeah.
if you could.
It's still a little hard for me to talk about, but one night my parents and I were walking home down an alleyway from Shrimp Mart, and we were jumped. And my parents didn't make it that night, but the last thing my dad said to me was he looked me in the eyes and he said, "Vlad, with that accent, you're never gonna get a wife." And he passed away. Sorry.
After this,
That was so good. Let's go. I got it.
You know, from the beginning, I could tell that that one was a vampire. Clearly had no taste. Probably couldn't even see a reflection in the mirror this morning. Anyway, next up is our commercial break. See you right after that. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the show after that commercial break. Um, so this our next guest is going to be my aunt Debbie. Please bring her in. Yes, this is actually her urn, and I actually called her in here to ask her some questions. First of all, why didn't you give me anything in your will? And I know you can't talk, but I can hear you. Is it because you don't love me? Is it because I'm not your favorite? Am I not good enough for you? You do not care about me or anything. No! Oh my god. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Today we are here with our final and overall biggest guest, Blackjack Reed. I was going to ask him a couple questions about his upcoming, about his first album and his future and the future with his career. So, Blackjack Reed. Reed. I don't know what to call you.
Blackjack Reed's fine.
Okay. Well, what's the inspiration behind your songs?
Well, first of all, DJ, thank you for having me on the show. It's a real honor. I'm really happy to be here. Now, to answer your question, the inspiration for my songs, I take a lot of inspiration from Juice WRLD. May he rest in peace. It's a good man and a good rapper, and like I try to mimic his techniques in a lot of my songs. And yeah, I really just he's a great rapper.
Okay. Well, where do you see yourself going in the future with your rapping career?
With my rapping career, I want to make the top 100, but I know I'm not there yet. That takes time. And it's a learning process. I get better and better at rapping every day. And yeah, I started from the bottom, go to the top.
Now, are you definitively planning to continue your rapping career, and for how long would you do so?
I'm a continue as long as the money is there, and as long as there's demand for Blackjack Reed and my songs. But Mona dries out. I know, But, yeah, there's a high demand for great rappers.
Yeah. Well, how happy are you with your first album?
I'm a little disappointed just because it didn't hit the top 10 most listened to, but that's okay. It's just my first album, and it's just a preview of things to come with me and my career.
Okay. My question is from one of your songs is why in fact was there a fountain on your mountain?
Because I couldn't think of a better rhyme. There's not much that rhymes with mountain, so I had to say fountain.
That's a pretty good reason. Are there any deeper meanings behind your songs?
In the diss tracks there are, like I go in depth on everybody's life and like what what's happened to them that I could really take a shit on, you know. And but other than that, I mean, there's no deeper meaning to like Fountain on the Mountain and all that. So.
Kind of disappointed about that, but yeah.
You
Okay.
know, I'm sorry. First album, you know.
Yeah. It's understandable.
Yeah.
So, what was your reasoning behind making your diss tracks against both Karen and Troy?
You know, both of those guys, they're really easy. Like, they piss me off. So I just decided to go balls to the walls, make a great diss on them.
I think that's all gonna be all for the show. Thank you for coming onto the show.
Thank you for having me, DJ.
Quite a wonderful guest there and a great spectacle. Well, I think that overall that will conclude our entire show. Everyone have a wonderful night and a great day. Thank you.